Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday night chat. And we had a big weekend this past weekend. Well, actually, it's ending today. And I got some of the guys that were here then, and a couple other people that's been there in the past and will be there again, I'm sure. And I'm going to go ahead and do some intros, or let them do intros. Let me take that back. And I'm going to start with the Crazy Scotsman. Would you like to do an intro? Blah, blah, blah.
I appreciate you having me on as always. This past weekend was absolutely fucking awesome. Great people, great times, lots to talk about, lots of videos to come, lots and lots of footage. It was just an awesome time. Just as genuine of people as you can get. That's what it was, man.
Absolutely. And is Rick back yet? I'll skip Rick for right now. Blue 823. Would you like to do an intro, man?
Oh, thanks for the invite. Even though I was not able to attend the Fallmageddon, I missed out seeing you assholes. So that sucked. I spent my weekend instead cutting, stacking, and splitting wood. So it was a good time.
All right.
That's all I got.
Well, we'll see you again soon, Blue, no doubt. Rich 4150. Resist, brother. Resist.
What's going on? Just got in about an hour ago. I think I had a damn aneurysm or something about 2 hours out. I couldn't see out of my right eye. I don't know what the hell was going on, but seems to have cleared up now. So it's all good. I resisted the blindness.
Well, glad you're okay, man.
Yeah, me too. I guess it was just too much fun for this side to handle or something.
Well, I know you was feeling a little bit rough this weekend, but you powered through, man. You took it like a champ.
Indeed.
All right, and then we got a trio of people over there: SoCal, Matt, and Coda Boy. Y'all just however the hell y'all want to do an intro. Go ahead.
Look, we had a great time, you guys. Driving home, this part of the country is really strange to Matt and I. We're not used to this kind of rural area, and it was pretty curious that what we passed, like 612 churches, 315 gas stations, and like 2 Waffle Houses. It seems lopsided to me, but whatever. We had a great time out there. God damn, we had a good time. Can't wait to do it again. But I'm going to need about 6 months of recuperation. After kicking Bald and Curious, is he out there? Does he remember me picking him up and throwing him on the ground? I hope. Because I sure do.
Body slam.
Very, very proud of that moment.
I tried to explain that Bald and Curious just wanted him on top of him for once. So
What he won't say is the fact that Bald and Curious tripped, and he just happened to fall on top of him. But that's all right. We'll give you the points, man. You were on top.
Tripped. How did he trip when I had him picked up in the air? How do you trip on the air? Just saying.
Did you get it on video?
Nobody got on video.
Then it didn't happen.
the reason why I went to bed early, for God's sakes, you people need to settle down, relax, and concentrate on shooting. Okay? This is a serious business. Let's get it done.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Hey, Coda.
I did just see. We're watching the comments on this side, and
Coda, eat a bowl of dicks.
He did say that I was the best cook ever. And you know what? When I go out there and I do cook for everybody, the only reason I do that is to make people smile and to have people friggin' love my food. That's like one of the super fucking standout highlights of the entire trip. And I'm glad you guys liked it.
That's what
Oh yeah, awesome food. You'd never go hungry at the farm, no doubt.
like 3 guys that are sitting here looking at the camera.
I will say, surprisingly, maybe not. I got more footage of the nighttime activities than I do of the daytime activities.
Yeah. I think the only footage I have is of ammo in the fire and fireworks, and Pop sleeping.
I've seen it while, well, I don't know if I've seen it anyway. It was an event, no doubt. The videos are already coming out, so yeah. A lot of shooting, a lot of good times, no doubt.
Always.
Like I said, it was I said earlier, it was a little cool. We got a late start yesterday, so we didn't do as much shooting as normal, but it was still a good time, no doubt.
Did anybody try to burn the woods down?
No.
Midas Welby did a pretty good job, but nowhere near as much as Pyro Brad. He didn't go that far, but we did have like a 20 or 30-foot fire going. Yeah. 11 pallets is the record so far. Yeah. You'll have to go back and look at some videos. It's out there.
One more drink and going to bed.
Rob's camper almost melted down.
I was going to say, when they did the towering inferno of fire, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, what was it, 12 pallets?
Well, I've heard 11 and 12, somewhere in there.
It was 11.
Yeah. Well,
It was 11. We didn't quite get to the 12, but we ran out of pallets.
Yeah, it was out of pallets. That's all he had.
And Midas. And he started.
With as tall as Midas is, he maybe could have got 2 more tops.
No, Blue. I didn't ask him for. I know actually when we were talking on the phone to you, Blue. I just saw your comment. I did ask TR for his phone, and I think his response was "fuck you."
I figured maybe somebody else would, have a better shot than I ever will again.
Yeah, but I crossed about half the distance between him and me before I thought about it. He's about 20 foot away. I got about 10 foot, and I was like, what? It wouldn't have done him any good. I didn't have any service.
Well, you did last time.
Well, I think I had hot spotted off a Curious Yellow Solar's phone or something like that. So it wasn't me having service, but I was hot spotted off somebody else. But I didn't do that this time. I could barely get a text message. And I didn't care. It was all good. Oh, wait a minute. All right, what was we'll just start with Rich. What I hate to kind of just talk about Fallmageddon. I know a lot of people didn't even know what was going on. It really wasn't secret, but it was just kind of on a hush-hush a little bit because we had to limit how many people could go. But Rich, what stood out to you, or do you want to talk about anything just in general about the weekend? I'll just kind of go down the line, whatever.
I mean, that's a good question. I think the thing that stood out the very most was just meeting all these people that I've been kind of interacting with over the past few years, and that was just incredibly cool. And the other thing was to have a group of, I don't know how many people were there, maybe a little over 20 or something, but every single person there was just cool as hell. It wasn't like, usually you get like a group of people together and there's always that one asshole or something. There wasn't that asshole there. It was everybody was freaking cool. Couple other things. first time I did any kind of like little pistol run stuff, or like we did that 4-gun thing, and I really enjoyed that. That was a blast. And then the next day we did just a pistol run. Really enjoyed that too. I wish I'd have had more energy and I'd have done a lot more, but it was really fun. And then, seeing that comment. And then the final thing for me, like gun wise, was shooting that 50 cal. That was just freaking awesome. And then it really, on top of all that, is how cool is Rob to organize an event that is that freaking cool. I mean, everything is there. He is just unbelievable, man. What an incredible guy. And I see Rob's out there. Thanks, Rob, so much. And also thank you, Alan B. Pro, for your donation to the Fisher House, man. That was awesome, dude. Appreciate it a lot. That's all I got for now.
Yeah, I'll have to concur on that. It's I just enjoyed meeting everybody and the camaraderie and talking and bullshitting around with everybody. That's the fun part for me. The shooting's just a bonus. The Crazy Scotsman, that was your first event. What'd you think?
Yeah, pretty much just what you said right there, dude. All about the camaraderie, meeting everybody, actually getting to shake their hands, and get to talk to them face to face, and it was pretty awesome, dude. Everyone is just as they are on their channels. They were all straight up guys, no bullshit, no fake on this piece of it, fake on that piece. It was all 100%. Bald and curious, fucking awesome guy, hilarious. When you can understand what the fuck he's saying. If you put him and Joey in a fucking room, it's going to be tough to understand anything between the two of them, especially if you put Jerry in there as well. Then you're just straight up fucked. SoCal, fucking awesome dude, awesome chef. His boss, bit of an asshole, but that's all right. We'll throw that to the wayside. Fucking short fucker. Coda, straight up dude, man. He's a big son of a bitch, and double extra fat, but that's all right, dude. We'll get you taken care of on the t-shirt, man. I got you. Rich, awesome guy, fucking resist brother, straight up dude, awesome. Everyone was very helpful. Everyone was straight up on the camaraderie. It was just a family, man.
I can agree with that. Okay, the Three Stooges. Would y'all like to do a little recap right quick?
Well, I was just happy I didn't get raped. I was really afraid of that happening, but no, I thought it was a really awesome opportunity to come out and meet you guys face to face. Knowing some of you guys for many, many years. I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years now. Pop, really appreciate the hospitality. You're just an amazing guy. I've always thought that about you. I know for sure now it's not just a show. It's just who you are. And regardless of what SoCal says about you all the time. But no, I thought it was a really good time. Bald and curious. Wow, I mean, if all you Slovakians are that crazy, then maybe we shouldn't allow you in here either. But no, we'll take you in. We had a great time. Crazy Scotsman, I don't know. But TR, probably the highlight was that time we spent out in the backfield alone that night, just staring at the stars. Special moment, brother.
I thought you were going to talk about that.
Well, you know.
TR's giggling. He liked it too, I guess so. So I was at the first Farmageddon. Well, not the first Farmageddon, but the one in March, where the crazy, you know the guy. And it was weird because I had come off doing my cooking videos and I kind of divorced myself from the gun community, and coming back into it, I knew Pop really well. I knew John good for a while. But other than the rest of the guys, I was just really out there to see Robbie. And I met all these guys and got involved in their channels over the last like 6 months. And kind of learn the personalities, learn the people, and learn their style, whatever you want to call it. And then having the ability to go back out there and really hang out with these guys now that I kind of knew who they were, and you know, having you guys accept me into your kind of niche clique, whatever you want to call it, can't appreciate it enough. Fuck you guys. It was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna tear up.
Yeah, too bad, fuckhead. You didn't. Yeah, go away.
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah. Bye. We love you, Rick. We wish you were there, man. Shit, I had such a great time, and I really wish I'll even admit it live. I wish I had done the 3-gun shoot, but I get like crazy straight stage fright when I'm in front of people. Like, feel like everybody's staring at me, like fucking getting out there. But I did a lot of the pistol courses, and we had a lot of fun. I improved my time quite a bit, and fuck, I'll just shut up. It's fucking awesome. I can't wait to do it again. Guys, let me know what you want to eat. I'll be there. I'll be cooking.
Yeah. So let me start off by saying I picked these two dudes up at the Charlotte airport, and it was amazing because of the amount of luggage that they carried with them. It was pretty incredible. But we had a great ride down. I felt like the entrance was epic to AC/DC Shoot the Thrill, and the party began right then and there. And the next day, it was a beautiful event. Camaraderie. I was really, really surprised. I mean, one of the biggest gentlemen that I've ever met down there was Balding Curious. He was a really cool guy. He had that alpha male kind of syndrome going on, but you know, he had this whole thing. It was like range officer / Dracula, like blah blah blah. Are you prepared to fire? Do you know the course of the fire? You know what I'm saying? And it was probably one of the coolest guys that I run into. But the whole group of people, Rich, it was a fantastic opportunity to meet you face to face. Scotsman, you're an awesome dude, brother, man. It was just incredible. I love meeting you face to face. And most of all, Big Johnson, I know I give him shit more than anything because I love him the most. But it was so cool seeing him there. And just everybody. It was a joint effort by everyone to have a good time and relaxing an event. I know I fell asleep a little on the early side on most occasions, but I was tired, man. I was tired. But anyway, I had a great time, and I'm really appreciative of Rob, who put this whole thing together. I mean, you've got a circle of friends, brother, who are just it's infinite in how we feel about you, man. Awesome time. Thank you very much.
Actually, I want to add, just to make this go on longer and longer and longer. I didn't mention, I think I told Robbie about 100 times, Robbie, you know what you're doing right here? This group of guys, this 20-odd number of individuals here, these people have never been happier in a long time. This is like the best fucking time of our lives, and you made it possible. And most of the time, his response is, shit, I need to stop that. But nonetheless, Robbie, you know what you're doing, and God damn it, all of us couldn't be more appreciative.
So
yeah, Rob don't get enough praise for what he done. I know he's really humble about it, but he's done this several times, and to keep it under control and to get as many characters as he can. I mean, we all can admit that we're a little bit of a character to a certain extent, but just guys. I mean, to pull together people from Michigan, California, Texas. I mean, just the entire nation pull together a group of guys and just go have a fucking blast. That's something to pull off. Not many people can do that. You know, he's thought it out well, and he does a good job at it.
We'll just by bald curious. We'll just call Rob Gandalf from now on.
Pops is definitely a humble motherfucker. I went up and shook his hand a few times and thanked him. I don't know how many times, dude. Like, dude, seriously, this is awesome. You know, just the fact that you let us come here and hang out, fucking shoot and get together and blow shit up and, you know, throw multiple different calibers in the fucking fire and run for our fucking lives. It was just fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it really was. You know,
that is great, but we got to keep it all in perspective. He's still an asshole.
He is. He's an asshole. He's a fucker, but you know, shit happens. Eat a bowl of dicks.
Yeah, within tolerance, you know.
Did you do any powder for me? Did we get any powder in the fire?
We did, but it was in shells.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all shells.
I saw those ones. Those were cool.
They were
Shotgun shells are pretty awesome.
a bunch of shells went off in the fire. You might have seen some of them, but they were probably more. There were 270s, 44 mags, at least 6 rounds of 50 BMG, 100 rounds of 22s, probably some other stuff. Hell, I don't know. The time I turn around, somebody's throwing some damn rounds in the fire.
12 gauge.
Yeah, 12 gauge, they suck.
I would have to say the 12 gauge was the closest to just throwing powder in there than anything else. So you had your powder, Rick, because that was probably the closest thing to straight powder.
Well, you have to have a bag.
It
has to be in a bag, and it has to be, like 15 pounds. I'm sure it's up to 15 now.
Called brain dead.
Rick, you're on mute, buddy.
I know.
All right, Blue. I know you wasn't there, but would you like to share anything from this earlier this spring when you was there? What did you think about the whole event?
Dude, I was there. I was there in spirit. You guys called me and made me feel part of the group, even though I wasn't able to attend, which was actually quite awesome. Thanks for at least thinking of me. So that was cool. But I see that the police didn't show up this time, so you guys fucked up somehow.
Well, like I said, they wasn't near as much shooting. I would almost say there was half as much shooting this time than they were in the spring, as far as rounds being shot overall. I don't know. Coda Boy, SoCal, you were there. You agree?
Yeah, it's like, well, judging from the last event, I would say there was probably 15 less people. So obviously there's going to be a lot less rounds downrange, but there was a lot more, I wouldn't say structured events, but everything was a little more organized, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, that's the one thing I know.
On the same page doing the same thing. So
I figured you guys
slower.
I figured you guys had more people there. I couldn't tell. It looked like it was pretty packed. So was there less people?
I think we're just all better.
Maybe 20, but a lot of people left out yesterday. But we didn't start till really late yesterday because it was chilly yesterday morning, and everybody was just huddled around the fire and with a cup of coffee for hours. Not that I'm bitching or complaining or anything. I'm just saying, it was just a little chilly. you know, but we didn't get rained on. I mean, all the Farmageddons I've been to, we've never got really. When I showed up Thursday, it had been like misty, rainy that day, but it kind of cleared out. But a cold front come in, and you know, it just cooled down. I mean, Friday there was a lot of shooting, and then Saturday there was a lot of shooting, but it was kind of limited. I'm not like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it wasn't as much shooting going on, and I think there was a few less people there. Because I think there was might been like 30 people there during the spring, maybe 20 this time.
Well, when we were doing that FaceTime thing, I saw. I don't know how many people I saw, but it looked pretty.
Yeah, we were really lucky on the rain because almost all the way my drive down there it rained, and almost all the way back I was in rain. So that was really fortunate to not get just blown out with the rain.
That definitely makes it nice. Nothing like camping and keeping everything dry so you can put it back together and not have to worry about everything molding up and turning into a big pain in the ass.
Well, C-Max did make it this time. He just he was there. So just in case anybody don't see him in video, C-Max made it. So we all got to meet C-Max in person. That was pretty cool. You'll probably see it. I'm sure he'll post it, and there'll be some other videos. He did a shoot cancer in the face live fire event, and we got to pull that off. So that was pretty cool.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I saw you were wearing the 6 shirt one day. That's cool.
Yeah, I was trying to represent, brother.
You were? I know. I appreciate it. I felt like I was there, kind of. It was cool to do that FaceTime thing, though.
Hey, Rick, if you'd actually showed up, you would have got a shirt, too. I had a shirt for you, but you didn't fucking show up, piece of shit.
Hey, listen here. There's always next time, my friend.
You and your fucking team, man.
Hey, don't talk about my tea like that. I will reach through and grab you by the beard. Pull you.
Bring it. It's right here, man. Go for it. Grab it. Grab it. I fucking dare you.
I got it right here.
You only wish you could fucking grab it.
You're too tall anyways. I probably can't even reach your beard.
I've already heard you're a fucking midget.
Oh, yeah.
Scotsman, how do you get your beard to grow like that? Because you got this, like, thing. It's like a carpet astroturf thing. And then you got this, like, Kevlar plate that sticks out at a 45-degree angle opposed to your face.
SoCal, it's real easy, man. It's called being Scottish.
Okay.
And drinking a lot.
The reason why it sticks out like that, John, is because he pets it all day long.
No, I don't pet it. I actually brush it. I have a particular brush, and yes, I take care of my fucking beard, asshole.
I take care of mine, too. I cut it off every day.
But the key is, the final key to it is drink a lot.
Beard care. I think you need to start a new YouTube channel called Beard Care by Scott.
I should do a video, Beard Care 101. First thing, Slanjiva.
Eat a bowl of dicks.
I will reveal one secret. The crazy Scotsman is not 7 foot tall, but he is taller than me, and I'm 6 foot. So.
Shit will stand that tall up? I cannot believe it.
Hold on. Fucking, there's a comment out there. Shave it off. Really? Really?
How much more white do you need?
I tell you what. Hold on. I tell you what. I'll shave it off when someone donates enough money to both the Fisher House and C-Max. I'll shave all this shit off.
How much is
Oh,
that?
God, they're all going to starve to fucking death. Jesus Christ.
$1,000 a piece.
You got the worst poker face I've ever seen in my entire life. Actually, what you should do if you do get the thousands of dollars is see if your shooting gets worse as it gets closer to your skin. Like everybody thinks that tactical operators have to have a beard. Like, and I think it's all bullshit. So see if your shooting gets worse as it gets closer to your chin.
Dude, I shave this off, man. I'm gonna lose my fucking mojo.
All right.
I'm serious.
Change the
On a
subject.
serious note, if someone actually donates that kind of money to the Fisher House and donates that kind of money to CMAX, I'll save all this shit off. And I'll do it live too.
Okay. All right, change the subject. I told Midas that I would do a shout out for him. I still may do a video and do a shout out for him. Not that, whatever. I mean, some of us have channels that don't grow that fast or whatever. I just got lucky. That's the only reason I'm fucking here. But anyway, Midas Welby. I'm going to put a link out there. If you're not subscribed to Midas Welby, the Fire God, go sub him. Because he makes really good videos. I enjoy his videos. So just throwing that out there. Not that anybody that was there don't deserve more subs. You know, I'm just saying I was kind of surprised how small his channel was. And I was just like, yeah, get this guy some subs. He's backyard operator fucking master.
Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. Going back to the Fisher House donation and whatnot. So Scotty was talking about shaving his beard off when there was a monetary value left on the Fisher House or the CMAX video thing. I remember talking to Bald and Curious, because he's kind of follically challenged up here, but he's got that goatee, but then the rest of his body is pretty furry. He said something to the effect that he was going to shave his ball sack. So if we can get him to do that on video.
You're so gay right now.
Hold on. Shut up. Did you just say you want to see him shave his nutsack on live video?
Oh my God, y'all, you're fucked up. All right, look, guys. Here's the whole thing. I'm gonna interject here, guys. All three of us are delirious. We're exhausted, and I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna shut this thing off now. I promised a good spooning by Mr. SoCal here. Whatever. But in any case, TR, thanks very much. Love you long time. Happy endings. Blue, watch your six. Scotsman, get a tan. Rich, resist. SoCal, love you. Matt, sir, you're a very cool dude. Right there, man. Boom. But great time had by all, man. And thank you very much for having us on TR. I really appreciate it. We're going to have all of us are about ready to pass out. So
those other two guys aren't. You're just being a pie boy.
Shut the fuck up.
You're being a pussy right now. You're being a little vagina.
Is your sixth cover.
These guys still want to talk and party, and you're trying to ruin that.
Coda, man the fuck up, dude. You fucking went to bed early last night too, you bitch.
Get up at like 5 a.m.
Come on, you big vagina. Stop it.
Fucking vaginas. Yada, yada. Y'all be good. We love you. Talk to you later.
Later.
See?
I love you a long time, SoCal.
You just got to tell them how it is.
That fuckers just want to go have a threesome with each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking pussies.
Even Amanda's saying he's a big vagina.
They are definitely going to be having a shaving party.
Coda Boy goes hard, but he crashes early. I'm sorry,
He does.
Coda Boy, if you watch this later, but you know it's true.
He's like a rocket. He's like a rocket. He's nothing but haul ass, and then poof, done.
See, that's at the one that we had in the spring. I mean, Christ, Coda and I think we were one of the last ones up almost every night.
He stayed up late. He was thinking he's never going to come back to the farm again though, so he was making every bit of.
Dude, he went to fucking bed last night at like fucking 7:30.
7:30.
Yeah, dude, he didn't even fucking make it to 8 o'clock. He was a
I
straight up
would've-
fucking
I would've
pussy. Went to
seriously-
fucking bed.
I
You
would
know
have
how many times people went up to his tent and was like, "Dude, get your ass up," and even did it live on video too at the same time, live video chat. Coda, get your fucking ass out of there.
I know what I'm doing next farm. Then I'm bringing a bottle of lighter fluid, and I'm gonna circle his tent. I'm like, you need to get out of there! Fire! 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 And then he'll come party with us.
Yeah, dude, fucking 7:30. What?
You didn't drive all the way down here, or live for a while. Didn't drive all the way down here so you could watch him go to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't fucking come down there to fucking hang out so that bitch could go to fucking sleep and snore his ass off. We could hear him from the fucking fire.
That real, I mean, really, that's, I mean, Christ, that the first one I was at, he and I were up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning every fucking night. He was getting sick.
Amanda's killing it out there.
Killing him, just bam right in the nuts.
She's just beating the shit out of Coda.
Yeah, you are getting manhandled by a woman.
It's true
That
though.
was
Like
awesome.
seriously, man, he was the first one to fucking go to bed just about every fucking night.
He's tired.
Even Papa Les stayed up longer than Coda Boy. Yeah, AZ Papa Les. Anybody that knows him, he's been around a long time. He even outlasted Coda Boy. He was another new one, that we hadn't got to meet.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty bummed.
Y'all carry the conversation on. I won't give you 3 minutes. I gotta go get something to show off.
Free for all.
I'm afraid to do this, but
Yeah.
it's only gonna be for a few minutes. So bear with me, audience. If these fuckers just go to shit,
Yes.
but it'll only be for a few minutes.
Make sure you put the mute button on so you won't hear us.
Well, we've almost been on an hour, so it's almost that time where it goes to shit anyways. So
Yeah, this is where it gets to shittiness. This is a scale. A minute ago we were here.
all right. Anyway, hey Rick, shut the fuck up. Blue,
Hey.
what's up, brother?
Well, actually, I wanted to ask Rich a question. Have you noticed the end of my videos lately? Like, do you watch them the whole way to the very end?
I did see it on one of them. Actually, somebody left a comment and asked me that same question. And apparently I didn't watch the very end of it, but I went and looked at it. And yeah, I'm featured on Blue's, at least that video, and maybe more. I'll have to. I haven't seen many videos in the last few days, so
I don't make many videos, so yeah. But that's my new outro, at least for a little bit, because we're the wife and I. That was the C-Max giveaway video. We're sitting there and you're talking, and all of a sudden you're like, you did your intro or whatever, and you're sitting there just staring at the camera, and everybody else is just staring, and then finally you're like, that's all I got about that, or something like that. We were fucking dying, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna rip that.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Good stuff.
Hey, if you guys can everybody go over and thumbs this thing down for me, and then we'll bring it back up later. I want to show TR when he gets back.
Ooh, yes, everybody thumbs down real quick.
Yeah, so get rid of your thumbs ups, turn them to thumbs downs, and then when he gets back, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened?" Awesome. All right.
Nice. That's good stuff.
16, yes. Keep going. 20. Come on, get rid of the thumbs ups. We got 11 more. Whoever.
Shut up. He's back.
Y'all turn this into a train wreck.
I don't know, but your stock market's going to shit right now.
we having a contest or something? What are y'all giving away?
Yeah, we're giving it away. No,
Yep.
if you guys haven't picked the right number yet, there's still 10 more chances.
Those must be the ones that showed up and left early.
Yeah. Well, we only had a few minutes, and but we did you a good job. You might want to look at the thumbs downs, but you must have a couple trolls out there. I don't know.
There's just a few.
Just a
Yeah,
couple.
you got a couple, dude. I'm not sure what the fuck happened.
Yeah, it was.
Well, we a contest. See how many thumbs down I can get. What the fuck?
We were just we're I don't know what happened. I think wasn't it something about gravity or something? Most things
Fuck it,
fall
it was
down.
my fault, man. It was all my fucking fault. Rick fucking opened his mouth and it went to shit.
Yeah, it was my fault. All right, let's make the tide go sailing up.
All right, TR, what did you get from the truck?
All right. It's a little rusty. It don't matter. But anyway, 2 Farmageddons ago, Buck Run 11, for anybody that knows Buck Run 11, when he brought Rob, Pop's Quest, the Farmageddon fire pit, he made me one too. And Rob forgot to bring it. And in our encounters over the past year and a half or whatever, I hadn't been able to hook up and get it. Either he forgot it or I forgot to take it or whatever. But I finally got it. There is going to be on my property, I'm not saying we're going to have an event, a TR Prepper fire pit.
Nice.
Sweet. That's cool, man.
So anyway, finally got it. I got to make some brackets for it and put it together. And so behind my stump, there will be the TR Prepper fire pit. So I'll probably do some videos of late at night and make a video or two so I can show off my fire pit. And I am very, very proud of it. It's I think, and I got to do an unboxing for them. I mean, kind of this is, but it's not. But I thought that was pretty fucking cool. Plasma cut, CNC, fucking cut out fire pit. There's 6 of these. Yeah, I think 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 of them. And make my own fire pit. I thought that was pretty fucking awesome.
That is really awesome.
What
Just don't let there be anybody that can drive nearby it.
No, I was gonna say get a hold of that crazy one. He'll come and put it together real good for you.
Who's that?
Call it that crazy person.
No, that's okay. I'm all right.
We don't fucking need no crazy kitty rolling around on fucking TR's property. Crazy kitty can go fuck himself.
Yeah,
and eat a pile of things.
I've killed enough predators on my property already. We don't need to add to it.
Well, that is cool. I'm glad.
Besides, and in all seriousness, Pops already has a spot for a crazy kitty, so don't worry about it.
That's right.
No, it was pretty cool. Finally, Rob. I mean, I'm not down in Rob because, like I say, it was a fault on both of us. You know how when you meet people and you meet up and it's like, oh shit, I forgot it, or I forgot to take it, or whatever, you know. And it was just finally, you know, a year and a half, 2 years later, whatever it's been, I finally got it. As long as there's been a Farmageddon fire pit, that was done at the same time. So just to give you some reference.
Better late than never, you know.
Yeah, I got it. That was one thing. Once Rob said, "Hey, I got Buck Run 11's gift for you," and I was like, "If I don't do anything else this entire fucking weekend, I'm gonna get that and put it in my fucking truck."
Smart move. No, for sure.
Rick froze.
Yeah.
I think he was going to tell everybody to get rid of the thumbs down and go back to the thumbs up.
Please. I don't know what difference it fucking makes, and it may not make any difference. Who knows?
I think before he even said that, you had 4 thumbs down, which is odd for a chat like this. We're not talking about anything, and usually those are the ones that get hands up pretty good.
It looks like it switched back over.
There, now you're back at 4.
Ta-da! Stupid internet.
Ambiguity was there. However you say his name. You gotta change your name, Ambiguity.
Ambiguity.
I can barely speak English as it is. Don't be throwing damn names out there like that. I mean, I know the guy. I shook his hand, and I can't say his fucking YouTube name.
Hey, you know what? Say it any damn way you want.
That's true.
He knows yours, buddy. He knows. Alan wants to buy tickets to try to win the next Farmageddon event.
That might be a good donation thing.
For Pops.
Yeah.
You have to first make it to be voted on the island, and then you can be in the drawing. Because we know what happens when people show up that shouldn't.
Yeah, you just can't pick a damn channel that's got a lot of subscribers. We figured that out.
Oh man, and I'll tell you, that's one thing I wish I would have asked SoCal. He did kind of touch on it. I just wanted to know, like, the atmosphere this year, like this one versus the one that I was at, just because of that asshole. You know, was it the same? Was it, not a edge? Was it this? That's
even more laid back. I mean, even though that guy caused tension, and it was felt the entire weekend. Like Rich was there, I don't know, and Scotsman, they wasn't there the last time, but me, okay, since I'm the only one that was there last time, I can tell you there was zero tension, especially compared to last time.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it was a lot of tension last time, and not that it was, like you was on the edge. It was just like, oh shit, avoid that son of a bitch or whatever. But this time there was zero tension. It was just like a bunch of guys.
Dude, it was just a bunch of guys fucking hanging out, shooting the shit, throwing bullets in the fucking fire, running the fuck away from the fire and having fun, dude. That was it. It was probably, that's the best time I've had in a fucking long ass time. I literally took 4 days of work off, unpaid, said, fuck it, I don't give a shit. I don't need the fucking pay. I'm going to go have some fucking fun, meet these guys, fucking shake their hands, because I've talked to them for I don't know how long now. I want to go shake their fucking hands, and that's pretty much what it was, dude. It was shaking hands, hanging out, having fun, man. There was not an ounce of fucking tension anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't at any point I was there for like 4 days, and at no point did I ever feel in any way uncomfortable with anybody that was out there. It was just everybody was cool as shit.
That's because I didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talked about that, and that you're absolutely right.
I know how to get a party started, damn it.
All right, kids, I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
The only clash that I could say, and it really wasn't a clash by no means, don't get me wrong, I would say was Coda Boy and Baldwin Curious. Not a clash of I don't know how to put this without sounding wrong, because nothing bad happened whatsoever, but kind of being very vocal kind of personality, and so there was a little bit of maybe I looked at things too much. I don't know. I seen a little competition until they got to be friends, and then which was almost instant. Don't get me wrong. And then everything was okay. but it was almost like I could see almost a little competition for a short, very, very short time. And then everything was cool. And there again, I'm probably not explaining that well, and nothing, like I said, there was no animosity or bad things happening. It was just like Coda Boy's a loud, you know, outgoing guy. Bald and Curious is a loud and outgoing guy. And I don't mean that in a bad way. They're just, they're doers, they're leaders, you know. And so those two became friends right off the bat, and it was a great weekend. Yeah, but Pop said Pop is a stand-up comedian. No shit. Guy's a trip.
And had I not been feeling ill and got into the whiskey, that we wouldn't be having this conversation at all. It'd have been Bear's the asshole. But so luckily, that's probably why I got sick before I came down.
Mm-hmm. No fuzz. Uncle Buck didn't make it down this time. Hopefully this spring, maybe he can make it back down again. And Pop says he has the biggest dick. Well, I don't know. I didn't see. So I don't know what kind of competition y'all was having behind the campers, but
you guys were all in the crapper at the same time, so there's something going on in there. I figured when after I saw that video, I go, uh-oh. Hey, Rich, quick question. G or
I didn't hear it.
Farmageddon target behind you?
Oh, yeah, that is my Farmageddon target.
Well, you got an extra 50 round? Cheater.
It's just 3.
It's only 3?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a signature that looks like a bullet hole for me.
No, my bullet holes are all like dead center.
Actually, it's good shooting.
Everybody did a little bit better. I didn't. Most of us didn't shoot the 50 cal this time, and it was only set up at not downing anybody, because I was talking to Rob. I was like, "Damn, everybody's groups were better this time." And then he reminded me we done it from the where we do all the normal shooting, so it was only maybe 100 yards.
Yeah, it was 100 yards.
Yeah, instead of the 150 like we did previous time. So the groups were a lot better. You could tell a difference.
Yeah, it's good grouping.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
except for mine sucked balls. You'll never see my target ever. I really fucked up, but that's okay.
Did you get people to sign it?
Oh yeah, dude. Everyone fucking signed that shit. It'll go on the fucking wall, but you'll never fucking see it.
Well, just show me real quick. I'll screen
just low.
Just show it on here, and then it'll be done.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch this shit anyways.
You had a good group. You had all 3 right there in the group.
They're all right there.
But I'll tell you, I missed it. Hopefully somebody else caught it. His first shot, he forgot to put his earplugs in.
So my first shot,
I got that on
my
video.
earplugs in, and so my first shot, because of that, I went way fucking low. My other 2
that's
slightly.
A ricochet.
My other 2 slightly went up, but I was still a little delirious in the first fucking shot.
You didn't even hit the target on the bottom. That bounced off and hit something and hit your target.
Yeah,
there
shit,
will be a video to come of the Scotsman shooting that 50 cal. It's absolutely priceless when he pulls that first round. And
I'm surprised you can even hear right now.
I can hear, dude. I'm good. It actually cured my fucking deafness in my left ear. Believe it or not, it's seriously. I swear to God, I can hear better in my left ear than I did before.
That's because your right one.
You hear out of your right ear.
What? No, seriously, it was literally kind of like, all right, so I haven't shot a 50 before, and I'm kind of sitting there and I'm going, okay, put it up nice and tight, make sure I don't get fucking scope eye. I want to make sure I got plenty of room between my eye and the fucking scope, and I was more focused on that. And then I fucking put the magazine in, racket chamber, and get back in there again, and boom! And it's just kind of like, oh shit. Put the gun down slow and go.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then I got, at least I know I got Coda Boy, which I didn't do this on purpose. I had no idea. I thought everybody knew that we were still shooting that gun. And so I went up and I put my first round down range, and there's like yells out of the crowd, like, thanks for busting my eardrums. And that's even signed on my target. KB's like, thanks for killing my ears. So that was good, I guess.
Resist hearing loss.
There you go.
I was aiming for fucking something. I don't fucking know what the hell I was aiming at because it fucking went boom.
Yeah, but after you squeeze the target, you were aiming at whatever you were aiming at. Come on.
Oh no, literally, like the minute I pulled the trigger, like as I was pulling the trigger, I'm like, I can hear
No.
way too damn well. Something was wrong right as I was squeezing that trigger. I'm like, fuck, boom.
It don't matter. You got your target.
You heard the primer go off.
You know what, dude? It's all good. You know, I'm more happy that I have this with everyone's fucking name on it right here than anything else. This is going on the fucking wall.
Yeah, you could sell that on eBay for like $50,000 or something like that. All those famous people that were there.
I think I started that adventure.
I need to open an account on eBay. Damn.
Well, I mean, it's got Big Johnson on there, so right off the bat, it's worth 10 grand, right?
Doll hairs. I'll go with doll hairs.
Man, Big Johnson is a hell of a dude too. He's one funny guy. He's got about 1 million stories. That's awesome.
Big Johnson's badass, man.
Yeah, this one time at farm camp, Big Johnson was telling us about Mexico and oh, never mind. We can't tell that story.
Was it a donkey show?
We can't tell that story.
You can't talk about that kind of stuff.
He does have a lot of stories, though.
Something to do with that.
I'm out of beer. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back too. I gotta go check the oxygen levels outside.
It was good meeting you, Rich.
You too, TR. This is great. Everybody out there, man, it was just awesome. Fantastic time.
Yeah, I told Rob I'd lock up. I was the last one to leave. Went to the gate, and the padlock was locked. And I called Rob, went straight to voicemail, and I said, shit. And then I text Rob, nothing. Then that little group text that's going around, a bunch of us got going on. I text that, and I was like, hey, did Rob give anybody the damn combination to this son of a bitch? And then Rob replied. So I was able to leave. It took me a few minutes, but I was able to leave. I wasn't going to leave it unmanned or unlocked.
Awesome. I never would even got in there if it wouldn't have been for TR, because my GPS, I showed up right there to the address of the place, but my GPS was telling me it was on the right-hand side of the road, and it was actually on the left. So I went up about 25 yards past it, and there was this little bitty clearing into the woods. And so I drove up in there, and I drove back probably a good half a mile, drove through a damn like swamp. It was like, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I get to, because my Jeep will go anywhere. I wasn't really worried about getting stuck or anything, but that would have really sucked if it had been way deeper than it looked or something, But so, yeah, I drove all around and came out at first. Then I called TR because Rob wouldn't answer his phone. And TR's like, yeah, it's right there. I'll just meet you up here and you can follow me in. So I went and drove about 9 miles where TR said he was going to meet me. And he got me in there. And it was like, damn, it's right there. It was on the left as opposed to the right. But I'm like, I had tunnel vision at that point. The GPS had guided me all the way down there. And then I get to my destination and it was ass backwards. But yeah, so I made it. Thank you, TR, because I never would have made it because Rob was never going to answer or reply. So So there you go.
Well, yeah, well, hell, even when I pulled in, you seen I almost missed it, and I've been there half a dozen times or more. It's like it's right here, right here. Oh shit, there it is. He didn't have a flag up this time, Billy.
Hell, I probably wouldn't even have seen the flag because I mean I'm like it's on the right, and I'm looking on the right side of the road. You know. Well, maybe I would have. I don't know. I'd like to hope I would have, but doesn't matter. It's all good.
What time did you get in, Rich?
I got here. I think it was about 8:30.
Okay, so you ain't been.
But I
there
ran
long.
into some terrible traffic. They were doing some construction just outside of Knoxville, which cost me about another half hour. And then I ended up after that, I was stopped in 8. Was hoping it would cure my vision back in my right eye. And you know, so I kind of relaxed and just took it easy getting back. Yeah, I guess I just had too much fun. So and I was pretty wore out too. I slept pretty good that last night, but the other 2 nights I didn't sleep hardly at all. I think I'm trying to.
On you sleeping in your damn Jeep. How the hell you could have crashed in the camper with me? Hell, it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah, next time if I'm lucky enough to be invited back, I'll make some prior arrangements. I'll make sure I find my tent and bring my like extension cords, a little heater, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I will say I think you won far as the loudest gun there, other than the 50 BMG. I don't think anybody's going to compete with that. But other than that, that little fucking AK pistol you got, I think that had to be the loudest. There was some ARs that were pretty loud, but nothing compared to that damn AK pistol you had.
I can personally say the 50 cal was pretty fucking loud.
Yeah, that little pap's pretty loud. It shakes. I could feel it shaking, you know, the concussion all around, like when somebody else was shooting it. It's definitely a pretty loud little pistol. Good fun.
But I do have, like you guys are talking about guns, I do already have permission to bring down at least the 3-round burst for the next one, possibly even maybe the full auto. Possibly. I'm still working on that.
Nice.
All right, definitely invite sent.
I just secured my spot. But
there's your ticket.
There's your ticket. Damn right.
No, because I was actually talking to him about my boss. I was talking to him about this one. I was like, man, it'd be so sweet just to be able to take that down and do it. And his words were, "Go ahead. It needs broke in." I was like, okay. If I got the boss's permission, I'm good to go.
In the words of Midas Welby, hells yeah.
Yeah, that would be a it would get broke in. I promise you.
But you know, in all honesty, that full auto is fucking stupid. I mean, you pull the trigger and it's basically, it's stupid. I mean, it really is. I mean, unless you control it to almost a 3-round burst, you might as well not even shoot it at a target. It's just fun as hell, but for practicality, not so much.
Did someone say a 3-round burst?
Yeah, I've shot an M16 full auto before. It's not. It's a spray and pray kind of thing. It's not tactical whatsoever. Well, other than fighting off an ambush, it's not really practical.
The Walking Dead would prove you wrong. They all have full autos. Which is weird. I watch that show, and I'm not flipping the subject, but I watch that show religiously, and everybody in the zombie apocalypse has a goddamn full auto, and it's like, where did all that shit come from?
Yeah, I've thought about that too. It's like, damn, every one of them, and they'll have like guns that I have, but they've got full auto versions. I'm like,
I'll tell you, the part that actually pisses me off the most about that show, who the fuck is mowing the yards in a zombie apocalypse? Because that shit is just fucking boom. It is. All right.
I'm pretty sure they're rigging up like ropes to those little, those old kind of cutters that have like the rollers on them. I forget what you call them, the old lawnmowers, and just rig them up and put them on like tracks, like zip lines or something, and have them go up and down.
Yeah.
Got to utilize your resources.
Being that I've never seen more than 1.5 minutes of The Walking Dead, I'll say that I guess, if zombies are a big problem, a bigger problem is making sure your lawn looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That's how realistic it is.
Yeah. And they have better roads than what we do, other than every now and again there's a burnout car blocking the way. Their roads are fucking smooth as shit, at least for being 8 years deep into they haven't touched a pothole.
Well, it's because there's no cars have been driving on it.
I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah,
you got to remember, The Walking Dead,
because it's a TV show.
The Walking Dead was designed as a training video for preppers. You got to utilize the first series, the first one, and go, you know what, that could happen, and then you go out and you plan for that. But just be glad that the zombies are really slow, because if they were the fast ones like in the other movies,
no,
all those fuckers would be dead already.
What was that, Z Nation or what? Z? It was called Z.
Yeah, those guys are fast.
Yeah, a zombie outbreak starts with that shit. Nope, I'm out.
Those fuckers are fast. Now, if it was Walking Dead zombies, it'd be fun as hell. You just sit on the top of your second floor and fucking shoot windows all like ding, 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 ding. Just fucking be awesome. Be like, son, load me up another 100 rounds. Thank you. Bing, 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 bing.
Alan B. Pro's got a good comment too. It is important, and to look tactical and stuff when you're in the zombie apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Very important.
Actually, I think the most badass one's the chick with the freaking ninja sword.
Michonne.
I don't know, but she first couple whatever, she was pretty badass. I'm behind on them, so I don't know exactly what's going on. She could be dead for all I know.
She's not. But to get off the zombies and back to guns, I do have a serious question for you guys. Today, before we started doing the wood process, I had my boy out because we're going deer hunting. It's his first year for deer hunting. And he shot the 243. He's good to go with that. It's all sighted in for him. So today what I did was I took a 22 out with a scope just to kind of get him used to getting on target, relatively quickly, which is still for he's 8. It's still pretty slow. But basically what I was doing was we had an actual deer target, like it was a paper deer target with it showed the lungs, the heart, and the liver where you're supposed to hit. Basically what I was doing was he would shoot. I would take the gun from him, rack one in, put it on safe, and give it to him and tell him, hurry up, get it on target, and shoot. Because I want him to get used to, getting that sight picture through a scope. Is there any tips you guys have to maybe help him get a little quicker, or am I on the right track? Or
deer bait, give him more time to shoot.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Apples.
Can't do
it
that.
Fell out of my knapsack. I don't know what happened.
Bright
I had a
lights.
whole bucket.
Bright
bucket of them.
Well, I experienced a little bit of I was shooting somebody's AR with a scope and with a bipod and everything. I was like leaned down on the table shooting it. and then somebody right beside me was shooting the AR pistol, I think it was. And the concussion and noise off this thing, hell, it might have been AK. I don't know. I never looked up. I mean, it was like literally like hit me in the head, the percussion of it. I'm not saying you need to do that to your kid, but if you could introduce some kind of extra pressure to while he's pulling the trigger, because that's kind of what I thought when I was shooting. The first shot, the guy beside me threw me off guard, but after that, I just leaned into the rifle and I just kept, you know, holding my plane, you know, holding the target, holding the scope, and even with this blast hitting me, I just kept shooting. It wasn't no competition or nothing. I was just shooting, you know, and it did introduce a element of pressure. So on that line, I mean, you could try to introduce some kind of pressure, something to the side to keep them. Look, you got to hit this target. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. No matter what's going on around you, block it stuff out. So if he shoots, I don't care if it's F-22 with a scope on it or open sights or whatever. If you stood beside him and maybe shot a .22 pistol while he's shooting, maybe that would help him concentrate to block out what's around his surroundings and concentrate on that target.
Okay.
I was gonna say shot timer.
Blue, has you ever shot a bow?
A couple times, not a whole lot.
Okay, well, the reason I asked that is if you shoot a compound bow, you want to make sure you get that anchor same spot every single time, just like you want to make sure that scope's in the same spot every time. But if you get him to understand the point of anchor, he's going to start to understand the point of where that scope should be.
Okay, no, that makes sense too. I like that. I like that, and I like do the distraction thing, and I also like somebody who's like put out color-coded plates or something like that, which that makes sense. So if once you
give them a point of reference. So like for me, I know every time I draw my bow, my knuckle right here touches my ear right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give them a point of reference. Point of reference is key.
Yep, I like that. That's not down in anybody else's answer, but that would help him get the sight picture a lot quicker. But then I also need him to be able to find the target. I mean, even if he's seeing a clear picture through the scope, he has a real hard time. He's only 8, but he has a real hard time.
That's just gonna be practice.
Right.
Getting him to understand where that needs to be every single time is going to be the first part, and then the rest of it's just going to be practice. But once he understands where that anchor point is or where that placement is, so say just for example, you know, when it comes to placement of where that scope is, every time it sits right here, then he knows it's right here.
Okay.
You got to get that installed in his brain, and once he gets that, he's going to understand it. And the picture will come with practice.
I agree with that. Yeah, thanks. No, those are good points. So thanks.
Yeah, it boils down to practice, basically. What do you think, Rich? Was it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, definitely. Well, and more. I mean, it was a really good time. I've never met up with people like that, you know, in this kind of situation, you know, where it was everybody was just pretty much the same. It wasn't like it was like, you know, you go and meet people that you maybe never met before. It might be a little awkward or whatever. It's all like we still kind of already knew each other. Even some of them, a lot of them did anyway, but it was really easy that way. It's good stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of, you know, vet or see through people after you've been hanging out with them for a while. And here, I mean, you can't hide if you have a channel for 3 years and all of a sudden be some different dude when you show up, you know. Makes it nice.
Yeah.
You'd have to be a really good actor to pull that off. I know when I was talking to Les, Papa Les or AZ Les, AZ Papa Les, I think he's got a couple of channels. He's like, yeah, I knew when I met you, you'd be the same guy. And I'm like, I ain't smart enough to be a damn actor and be somebody different. If you watch my videos, you met me. I guarantee you, if you watch my videos and then you come up and meet me and talk to me, it'll be the same guy. Because I can't pull it off. I ain't even trying to pull it off. But I wouldn't know how to pull it off.
Papa's Place. Gravy V111 is his code name tonight.
And Papa was a cool dude. It was an honor to meet him. I've been following Les since I started YouTube. Hooked up watching his videos on reloading and different stuff. And hell, even Gravy out there. I hadn't met her yet, but I remember watching her milking goats and all kind of shit.
Oh, yeah, she's out there.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much the same.
Yeah, Les was fucking awesome, dude. Meeting him was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, Bad Billy said it best, I think. He was intimidated last year walking in for all of about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's about right.
And it's kind of, you know, some of the guys ask me, it's like, what do you think of this compared to Shitapalooza? And I'm like, well, walking into Shitapalooza, I'm like, all right, this is the first time I'm driving. I drive fucking 12 hours plus one way to go see people. I have no fucking clue who they are other than what I've talked to them on a fucking channel. So it's kind of like, all right, I'm a little bit intimidated. Like, what the fuck am I walking into? Do I need to kick someone's ass? What's going on? You know, but literally I walked in and within 30 seconds, they're like, here's a shot. You know, I was like, all right, you're the same fucking dude. I just talked to you like fucking, you know, yeah, we're good, dude. Like, and it's the same thing here. You know, I didn't feel intimidated whatsoever. I met up with John. John showed up with Tim, Silent Bob, and it was like, hey guys, how's it going? You guys are fucking awesome. Nice to meet you. Blah blah blah. Fucking load the shit in the fucking truck and go. And it was just conversation after conversation after conversation and consistently going on and getting to know these people better. And then finally showing up to the farm, fucking meeting Rob. It was like, you know, he is cool as shit, dude. Like, he is one modest motherfucker. But he is one cool, badass son of a bitch. He'll never admit to it, but he is.
Agreed. That's cool.
And I will clear up one little thing just in case somebody watches this. Most of us showed up Thursday evening. There was no shooting going on. It was just show up, get your shit set up, and it was drinking. And then the shooting started the next day. Just in case anybody misunderstood what he was saying with the shot. I didn't show up till, what was it, 7:30, 8 o'clock at night? Something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
it was dark when I showed up.
So here's a question. What time does it get dark down there this time of year?
Starts about 5:30.
Okay, well that would explain the early days then.
Yeah. That's why I was saying maybe not that I have any influence, but you know, do it maybe before the time change, maybe before Halloween, before it starts snapping off cold. I mean, last weekend it was great. You know, it would have been fine, and it wasn't bad this weekend. But you know, when you're kind of cold and possibly hungover and stuff the next day, it's kind of like I don't know if I'm ready to shoot guns or not. You know,
This coffee
it's
is
just
pretty
out
good.
of fire. Somebody start another pot of coffee.
Nope, that's the one thing you make sure you bring a lot of is water and Gatorade for the next day. I don't know what it is about Gatorade, but that shit seems to not cure a hangover, but it speeds it up a lot.
V8 juice is real good too.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Good
It's good
God.
stuff.
The hard thing.
The wrong direction. Whenever you freaking get a hangover, you have to
Drink
start
more
drinking again in
fucking
order to
whiskey.
get a hangover.
Or
It's real
this.
simple. The only thing that cures a hangover is more beer, more
Is
whiskey.
not having a hangover.
Well, that's true. I do agree with that, except that we was shooting the next day. So it's like,
No,
nah.
see, I'm not. No one said anything about shooting. We said they were talking about how to cure a hangover. Curing a hangover is real simple.
okay.
Start drinking.
You didn't have to shoot. So, I mean, you could start drinking the next morning. I mean, it really wouldn't be that big a deal as long as you wasn't shooting. No, it's a good time. Well, I don't get hangovers, so it don't really matter to me. But I was just like cold. I'm a little skinny fucker. I ain't got no fucking insulation on me.
That is a true fact.
But I mean, it wasn't. When I say cold, what was it? Maybe in the 40s the next day or whatever. Friday.
Yeah, it was kind of in the 40s. It was nippy. Let's put it that way. It was nippy.
Yeah, it wasn't like fucking freezing.
It wasn't Baltic ass freezing, but it was nippy.
Yeah, it was nippy. And the agenda was very loose. It's like, we ain't got to do shit.
You're like, let's wait another hour.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I mean, like the second day, I mean, shit, we didn't start shooting until almost noon.
Yeah, it was. Well,
We were just hanging out by the fire and bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best. Half the best part of being out there is just hanging out and bullshitting, anyways.
Well, pretty much that's the point of it.
Yeah, the shooting's just like a bonus. That's just a bonus.
Yeah, the shooting's a bonus. That's all that is.
Yeah, man. I mean, shit. Oh, the amount of ammunition I took, I came back with 89% of what I fucking took with me.
Yeah, that happens every time. It's I'll bring some extra in case somebody wants to shoot this and blah blah blah.
Rick, I shot one gun. I took 3. I shot 1. I let other people shoot the other 2, but I still came back with about 89% of the ammunition I took with me.
That's the way it always is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. The first time I came down there, I brought a bunch.
I took
I didn't use near the ammo that I took either. I took way too much. But next time, like I said, if I go again, get invited, I'll probably fly next time. Just like take a couple pistols and buy some ammo and have it shipped to Rob or something before I get there. I don't think I'll take much.
Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, even if everybody brought 2, that's a lot of guns you can try out.
Yeah, I've learned, and I still bring more than I need. You don't need as much ammo as you think. You don't need as many guns because it's more about getting to know each other and sitting around bullshitting than it is shooting. I mean, we shoot. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shooting goes on, but it's not like, okay, I need 1,000 rounds for my 9mm. I need 1,000 rounds for the AR. No, you don't. I mean, you can shoot it if you want. You could take it and shoot the shit out of it if you wanted to, but it ain't necessary. My AR probably, I bet I didn't burn up more than 50 rounds with my AR, and that was just due to the little competitions that we done. Yeah, 9mm, maybe 100 rounds. I don't know. I didn't because I don't never shoot much anyway. I can go outside and shoot anytime I want, so I wasn't there to shoot. Other than the little competitions, I enjoy the competitions.
Yeah, I mean, I burned maybe 300 rounds on competitions. The rest of it was planking here and there, and yeah, I barely shot anything. I took at least probably about 600 rounds of 9mm and only used half probably took 300 rounds of 44 mag and only like 10 rounds got shot. And I took like at least 150 rounds of 357 and 150 rounds of 38, and only maybe a box of each got shot out of that too.
Well, you threw 2 boxes in the fire. Or one.
Fuck
or
yeah,
whatever.
dude. Hey, man, if you're going to donate, I'll throw shit in the fire.
Yeah, I know. It was awesome. Alan's still out there. Good job, Alan, for doing that.
Alan was asking why we didn't throw more in the fire, but we'll donate more. I'll throw more in the fire, dude.
A lot of ammo got thrown in the fire.
Probably as much as you guys shot. Bald and Curious said he did shoot it quite a bit, though.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I mean, anybody can shoot a lot. And, you know, the opportunity's there. I'm just saying you don't have to. You know, because most of the shooting is just walking up to the bench and grabbing somebody else's gun, or they're shoving a gun. Hey, try this. Hey, try this. You know, you probably shoot more of other people's guns just at still targets, just shooting to be shooting, than you do any other kind of programmed event that we do.
I think literally it's more like kind of you shoot a magazine, come back and you start talking, and you bullshit for an hour, and then you go, oh, I'm going to go shoot something else. Literally, that's kind of how it was. It was more about the talking and the camaraderie than anything else. It was a fucking awesome time, dude. Just meeting people, hanging out, chilling. You know, everyone said it on here already. The shooting part was a fucking bonus. And the competition piece, for me, I've never done any competition stuff. Dude, instant fucking hook. Like, okay, dude, I got to beat that fucking time. That time fucking sucked. I know I can do better. Like,
Exactly.
that fucking time sucked ass. I know I can do better. I'm going again. I'm gonna fucking beat that shit.
Hey, did y'all see a Curious Yellow Solar's video where the guy died in the fire?
No.
Yeah, you should watch that. It's pretty funny.
Did he die or did he face plant?
Well, you know, it could have been from the fire. Yeah.
Is it even out yet?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
Oh, it's out. It's been out for a couple of hours.
Yeah, Curious Yellow Solar. You have to look at that. Man dies at Farmageddon or something like that.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
Is that in reference to what I think it might be?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, you're way the fuck off of what you're thinking, dude.
All right.
I'm gonna say this, Blue. I know where you're going, dude, and I wish you were right, but unfortunately, you're fucking wrong.
Well, shit.
If you were right, it would be fucking 6 foot plus under, and you'll never fucking find the body.
I like Rob's the one that told him to name it that, and when he was watching the replay, he was like, "Holy shit!"
I almost want to go watch that right now. Somebody needs to like screen share that shit.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Let me do that.
If it's not that long of a video, what the hell?
It's pretty short.
All right.
That's
Let me
another
Good.
one.
I'm curious too.
He could use some more subs too. I was surprised how many subs he's got. So a little shout out for Curious Yellow Solar.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He really is, man. Dan's a good kid.
And
I say kid.
He's definitely fucking curious. You gotta watch him, dude. He is fucking curious as shit. just ask Bald and Curious. Those two, swear to God, man. You gotta watch those two getting together.
There's too much curiosity going on.
Just a little too much, man. you throw the ball part in there, and it all went to shit.
According to Bald and Curious, he was much worse when he was just curious.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He was telling us all about the wig he used to wear.
Yeah, and that's what the fucked up part is. Isn't Curious Yellow Solar like 37, 38 40.
Yeah, 34, 37,
34.
something like that.
He's one of them fuckers that he'll walk into a bar and get carded until he's 80.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
he's about 27, but
I told him to fucking grow a beard, and bitch can't grow one.
All right, here we go. I'm going to screen share this. Hopefully it works. I'm not really good at this, but we'll try it. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, share. Pop over here. Make this full size. Oh shit. Here we go.
His wife is going to kill him.
That's awesome.
good times. Good times.
Oh, now they're fighting.
No, the funniest part that you don't see there, Blue, is he literally cuts his fucking face when he face plants into that fucking chair.
His wife is going to fucking kill him if she sees that.
Okay. Did I stop sharing? Okay.
That was pretty cool.
It wasn't a big cut, but he had a cut like right here, dude.
No, it wasn't from that. I got a video to show that one where he got cut at.
Is it from a stock or something?
Well, no, I can't reveal all the secrets. You'll just have to wait.
Oh,
You have-
I hate
Several
waiting
of us got some good pictures for our new intros as well, similar to the vein of like Blue was talking about what he did with me on his outros. So those will be fun.
And I have a very, very special outro donated by WTF SoCal. So you guys will love that when I post the next video.
Nice.
I think I might have seen it.
Yeah, Rob, like I say, Rob, when he watched the replay, and he was like, holy shit, because those flames was up around his chest when he was walking over that pallet. It was like, he was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was standing I was on the right side, and I swear to God, you see it almost go up his fucking pant leg, and he's just kind of like, holy shit, fucking keep going, like, dude, like that shit's gonna go up your fucking leg.
You know, and I seem to remember, like, if this year Rob was doing that on the Firewalker, I also seem to remember last year he was the one that was up close and personal with the 50 BMG in the fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's one hell of a host. You know?
He goes the extra mile. Absolutely.
Guaranteed entertainment.
As dangerous as everything you've ever seen at Rob's place is nowhere near as dangerous as shooting a gun in my yard. I'll just go ahead and tell you that. So everything's downhill. It's like, I don't give a shit what happens at Rob's. It's not as dangerous as shooting a gun at my place.
Yeah, I mean, if you want safety, you got to go to Daniel's because, you know, we check ourselves and we make sure we're good and we're clear and there's no issues and no one got fucking hurt.
Yeah, that was one thing. Nobody got hurt. There was some minor little crap, but nothing where anybody seriously any kind of way got hurt. So it was all good. There was safety involved.
Yeah, there's a little bit of blood here and there, a couple of little minor injuries, but nothing to write home about. I think the worst injury, and I hope he's okay with me telling this, was Mr. Bullet Points cut his hand cutting some bread to make a sandwich. That was the worst fucking injury that happened.
And just to clarify, so anyone watching, trust me, nothing involved a bullet. No one got harmed by any fucking bullets. None of that shit. Anything that was related was simply someone got burned and someone got a knife cut, which was Mr. Bullet Points. He got a knife cut. That was it.
No,
And I
actually,
lost my
Mossy Nut got some shrapnel on the nose. It nipped his nose. He had a little cut, but I'm talking like barely, just enough that he had a little blood right on the end of his nose. Remember when we was doing the competition, shooting the revolver at the little plates, and they were
the problem was we were only like maybe 15 yards away at most.
It was too close, and he caught a little bit of shrapnel, and it cut his nose. I mean, he didn't even stop. He did the whole thing. It was
he ran through the entire thing like a trooper, but he got a little cut on his nose. That's right, and that was just a little piece of shrapnel. Because that was shooting that 9mm that Bald and Curious brought, and that thing was just kicking back like nothing else.
Yeah,
the grind power.
Now, did they switch the plates up like whenever you went back into the woods? Because TR, I know you and I both got hit in the spring, so they must have switched those up a little bit.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Even that spring at that event, he moved them a little bit when several people got hit with some shrapnel. And when we was getting hit then, it was just like, damn, was that a bullet? Nobody got cut.
I don't know if anyone else saw this, but on the firing line within the first 5 minutes, and I don't know who the guy is. I'm not sure if he was just a friend of someone else. I don't think he has a channel. He was on the firing line, and Curious Yellow Solar was fucking up there shooting, and he shot the fucking front plates with I think he was shooting the 44 Magnum, and a little bit came back and smacked the guy, barely touched him, and pretty much cried like a little bitch.
It scared him pretty good. He didn't shoot again the rest of that day. The next day he went out there and shot some, but
he ran off pretty good. He was freaked the fuck out, and he was pretty much cursing up a storm when it came to Dan and Curious Yellow Solar. He was, for a minute there, he was pretty pissed.
Mm-hmm.
There's our next PTSD.
See, I've had that happen to me though on the range too, shooting at steel, and just a pistol, and I mean I shot that shit, and it came back, with your standard grip. I shot, and that fucking jacket came back and fucking hit me right between the like your big knuckle and the finger knuckle. I don't know what the fucking call that. And dude, I flipped the fuck out. I was like, fuck, I'm hit. God damn it. It didn't hurt. There was a lot of blood. I couldn't believe how much blood came out of that little thing. But we ended up digging the jacket out. This wasn't at Farmageddon. This was actually at work when we were qualifying. I mean, that thing, it looked like I had a fucking bullet in my finger. And it was just a little itty bitty jagged piece of fucking of the jacket. But it raised up so much, and I freaked out a little bit. I was like, God damn it, I'm shot. So I can see how that can happen. I mean, it's I don't want to say mind over matter, but as soon as you realize you're not dying.
I mean, no, and my point to this one, Blue, is like, seriously, it barely touched him, like it grazed his head and went right over his fucking head. Didn't cut him. He wasn't bleeding.
Who was this, Scotsman?
It was
that guy that had that big trailer.
So it was Rob's. I think it's Rob's cousin's friend.
Or
Rob's brother's friend, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
He literally got barely freaking touched. It like literally touched the top of his head and fucking went right over. He wasn't bleeding.
The guy that had the 4-wheeler, he was getting the targets.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about.
No, not him. It was the friend that was with him.
No, it was him.
It was the guy in the red hat, dude.
Yeah, that was him getting the targets for us for the 50.
Yeah, I forget what his name is. His name is...
Is that Captain Flare Gun?
No, it wasn't Pyro Brad. You got Rich, Pyro Brad, and the other guy, I forget what his name is.
The funny one? The real funny one?
Yeah, yeah, that's the one he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it wasn't the guy with the beard, Rich. It was the other
No,
guy.
not the guy with the beard. The guy, the red hat guy he had the 4-wheeler and he had that big trailer right there when you first went in.
No, that was the guy with the beard.
No.
No, he's talking about the other guy.
Who's on first?
There was 2 of them, but one of them didn't have a beard and had the red hat.
Rob only had 3 friends. You had Brad, Rich, who had a goatee, and the other guy.
Yeah, it was the other guy that got hit,
Yeah,
and it barely touched him.
He was the one getting the targets when y'all were shooting the 50 cal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it barely touched him, and he freaked the fuck out, dude.
I never seen him shoot, period. So that had to been him.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was literally right at the very, very beginning, the first 20 fucking rounds. I mean, Curious Yellow Solo went up there, was shooting the 44 Magnum, barely fucking pulled the trigger. It bounced right back, skipped right across the top of his head, and he freaked the fuck out, dude.
They got a serious question out there when you guys get a chance. I think the juice.
Fire away, Rick.
My loads was TR loads, factory or reloads. They were actually, when I ran the course with the revolvers, my single action armies, they were factory loads.
No,
They were left over from Farmageddon. I had 250 rounds of 45 long Colt just in case anybody wanted to shoot it. I loaded up a bunch of ammo just for that event for other people to shoot, and very few people shot it, but I was prepared. Leftover factory rounds. So when you see me go through that course, it was $1 a pop.
they want to know
My response on the 45 to 9mm.
That's the one I was asking about.
Yeah, I know for me, I think, when you've got just 9mm just for capacity's sake, I think really any pistol round, and this is just my own opinion, even 45, I don't think that they're necessarily gonna stop somebody without just filling them full of a bunch of holes, and it's all where you hit them, it's more important than the caliber. But 9mm does move a good bit faster, and I'm kind of big on speed, but that's mainly capacity for me.
Capacity. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a 45 guy, up one side and down the other, and for probably 95%, if not 99% of the time, if you run into an instance where you have to use a gun to defend yourself, you're not going to burn up a 15, 18, 20 round mag. You're not going to. As your average citizen, if you run into an instance where you have to pull your gun, more than likely you won't even have to pull the fucking trigger. But if you do, more than likely you'll only shoot 2 or 3 rounds. I really believe you're very well protected with a revolver, or a 45. 6, 8, 9 rounds of ammo. But just in case you run into a really, really bad situation, it's kind of nice to have 15 or 20 rounds of ammo in the gun when you start a firefight, just in case. So that's why I carry a 9mm. I used to carry a 45. I carry a 9 now, just for that what if shit hit the fan situation.
Can I correct you on one thing, TR? It's not if you start the firefight, you're protecting yourself, defending yourself. You're not starting the firefight, you're ending the firefight.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you find yourself in a shit hit the fan situation to where it is that situation where you're not just a one-on-one encounter with a guy 5 foot from you.
Yeah, and I just didn't want anyone to take that the wrong way, the way you said that.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Well, with all these mass shootings that are happening, not that there's been a bunch and they blow it all out of proportion, but if you find yourself in that situation, I would rather have a few more rounds in my gun just in case I do get into a firefight with somebody. Not that I want it, not that I want it to happen, but if I do get myself in a situation to where there is some kind of a long distance type shooting situation, you might want some more rounds in the gun. In your normal self-defense, I'm getting mugged, somebody's trying to carjack me. I just happen to be in the convenience store and the guy pulls a gun, shoots the damn cashier, and I just pull my gun out and pop a round off in them. You know, yeah, a revolver or 45, whatever, more than enough. More than enough. But if you literally, when I started carrying a high capacity 9mm, it was just that what if situation. I found myself in a little bit of a long distance firefight. Just being prepared, you know, just being a Boy Scout. I was a Boy Scout. Be prepared. That's the only reason I carry a high capacity 9mm now. Just throwing that out there.
If you can carry it, it's good.
Blue, what do you think? Am I off base? I don't know. That's just my thinking. I don't, you know.
I was actually talking and didn't realize I was muted, so I was like agreeing with you. But yeah, most of the time, it's not you unload your whole mag, 1, 2, 3 shots at the most. But there again, it depends on the training of the person. But most average citizens, 1, 2 shot, 1, 2, maybe 3 at the extreme. But then if you have, you know, the crazy Scotsman out there, it's unload one, drop it, put the next one in, and boom, boom, boom. But TR, you reload the 45 long Colt, right? All right, I've got some to send you then, because apparently a 45 long Colt shoots out of a 454 Kazoo.
Yep, it will.
That's what I got. Then I got not a bunch, but maybe 30, 40, something like that. I'll fucking send them to you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll take them.
Well, and I'll play devil's advocate on the caliber round thing, and then you'll talk to law enforcement that will do center mass 13 times to I don't know if you call them a suspect or perp or whatever the hell it's called, and you know they're still moving. So, and these are good place center mass rounds with basically shitty hollow points that aren't expanding like they're supposed to.
And a lot of it depends on I don't want to say the adrenaline of the person you're dealing with, but let's make this the most basic thing that we can. You shoot a deer in the heart and lungs. That motherfucker can run for 100, 200 yards. You know, that's a long ass distance, and that's an animal. Imagine a person that is hell-bent on destruction. Unless you disrupt the central nervous system, they're going to go until there's not a breath.
And that's real simple as to why I carry big bore revolvers, baby. and it fucking quick.
Fuzz Fork's got the answer right.
There's something to be said for big bore. I know I'm a 45 guy. I really am. But and not just long cold, I mean ACP.
Hmm.
And I was shooting Big Johnson's one of his CZs that was a 45 ACP yesterday.
97B.
Yeah, 97B. And if anybody has never shot a 45 ACP, a full power 45 ACP, and then shoot a 9mm, you can look at all the ballistic tables you want to. I don't give a fuck. A 45 ACP packs a fucking punch. It will do more damage, period. The only difference is when we get into capacity, you know, some type of shootout kind of thing, that high capacity is going to be a better you know, overall, it could end up being a better in your advantage. But far as knockdown power, I know people say that's a fallacy of knockdown power, but fuck you. A 45 ACP packs a fucking wallop, and it will do more damage. It will do more tissue damage, nerve damage, bone damage, period. So if anybody wants to carry a 45 ACP, you will never, ever hear me down you for doing that.
Hell no. If they could make a 45 ACP you could have one that, like a 1911 smaller concealed one that held like 17 rounds, then they'd have the perfect firearm.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's just the round count sucks.
That's all it is. It's the capacity. That's your difference. You either get a tremendous cartridge with a shitload of fire knockdown power, or you get capacity. So there's a trade-off. And that's why the 40 took off and did good for a while, but it's kind of fading out because now people are like, well, 40's not that much better than a 9mm. I'd rather have 2 or 3 more rounds of 9mm. So people are kind of leaning back toward the 9mm.
Yeah,
Now,
even the law enforcement.
on the flip side of that, if you look at it, like, for example, with a revolver, say a 44 Magnum, you got that big bore, you got all the knockdown power, but it comes down to how you train. So you have to train in order to reload as fast as you can with either a speed loader or speed strips, whatever you may use. Personally, I use speed strips. For me, with the guns that I carry, it works faster. I don't have any guns that require using any of the other clips, so it's straight up just either speed strips or speed loaders. That's it, period. But speed strips work well for me.
Yeah, it's just harder to reload. It's the same thing, Scotsman. If you could find a 357 that held 17 rounds revolver, I mean, that would be one badass son of a bitch.
And yeah, it would be one badass son of a bitch, but it all comes down to training and how you train.
Yeah.
Train.
Well, for like I said earlier, for the most part, if you get into an encounter where you have to use your firearm, more than likely you're damn near 5 foot away. I mean, you start increasing that distance, and then you're increasing whether it's even a legal shoot or not. The guy's coming at you. He's got a knife. He's got a gun. He's got a baseball bat. He got a club, whatever it is. You could pretty much gut shot. I mean, the distance that you're going to defend yourself in a firefight or whatever it is, you can damn near just hip shot and get the job done in 1 or 2 shots. So a revolver's fine. A low capacity handgun's going to be fine. Your Glocks and the other things, whatever it is, CZ, I don't give a fuck what it is, XDS, whatever. That's the only reason to carry that is just in case of the other thing that could happen.
For me, I really like the 357 SIG round, but I really haven't been able to afford to buy it enough to train with it and stuff. And so here in the near future, I'm going to be set up, start reloading it. And that's probably going to be, once I get some of those built up, that'll probably be my carry round. It's kind of a mixture of both worlds. You got a high velocity round, and you can also get a pretty good capacity out of it.
Which round?
357 SIG.
Well, if you need to purchase bullets through Acme Bullets, I have a 10% discount code.
Absolutely.
IY6C, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be getting some, and I'll probably get some blue ones too. But yeah.
I got some bullets that should be at the house when I get back. I'm gonna try out from Rocky Mountain.
Nice.
You know, just the projectiles. I'll do the bullet versus bullet again and see how they match up with the other companies.
Now, I will just say this real quick, getting back to the farm and the shooting that we done this weekend. Last time at Farmageddon, I forgot to bring my CZ or CZ clone, my Genic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I did much, much better with it. Just so you know. This is
for
my
times?
main carry gun, a fucking piece of shit Glock. I can shoot good enough with it, but a Glock is not a competition firearm. This is good enough for self-defense, but it is not competition worthy. Period.
Hashtag Glock sucks.
I mean, it's okay. You can hit a man. I can hit a man. I can. This is a great defense weapon, but it is not a competition weapon. I don't care what kind of bells and whistles and frills you put on it. It will never be a good competition weapon in my eyes. I'm not downing anybody. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying. I can take this one.
I almost agree with you.
I've even put the damn ghost trigger, got the trigger job shit done to this. I can outshoot this at least 3 times better with my CZ clone. All
right, guys. We've been going for a little over 2 hours. I'm about ready to jump out of here.
Yeah, I was ending it. I just wanted to
just checking in, man.
Yeah,
I don't know about you. You've had a long drive just like I have, dude. I'm ready to crash out, man.
Oh yeah, it's been 2 hours. We're ready to go.
And go to bed, you little whiny bitch.
Fuck you, piece of shit. You didn't fucking show up.
I just wanted to poke Rick a little bit right there.
Rick, go suck a dick and eat a ball of dicks, you fucking piece of shit. You didn't even show up.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna end this. I'm gonna let everybody do an outro, and then we're gonna stop this. Thanks everybody for coming by. I'm going to do my outro now. Had a blast this weekend. Check out all the channels. There was Bald and Curious was there, Big Johnson, Guns Gear, and whatever his channel name is. Curious Yellow Solar might as well be. Papa Les or Papa's Place. Of course, Pop's Quest, Mossy Nut, The Crazy Scotsman, Rich 4150, Mr. Bullet Points. Fuck, there's a bunch of people there. Anyway,
Right to Bear Arms, Right to Bear Customs.
Yeah, Right to Bear Customs, Codeboard 32,
SoCal.
What the fuck, SoCal, and his buddy. What was his buddy's name?
Matt.
His boss.
Yeah, Matt Sultan of Shinoa. And I don't know his channel to tell you how to spell that. So I got to look him up. He's a cool guy. Anyway, and I'm going to go ahead and go to and there were other people there. C-Max. Hell, I could go on and on. There's other people there. Blue 823. Would you like to do an outro?
No, I've got nothing other than I'm pissed I wasn't there this weekend, but I just could not put it together with the vacation time and time off. I wanted to be there, but didn't work out. So we'll see you guys hopefully in the spring, and I'll see you guys that weren't there the last time I was there. So that's it. Have a good one, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and tell you, Rick and Blue, you definitely got an invite for the spring event. So just in case, if you don't get the official invite, I'm telling you now, you have a invite. Okay,
I'm bringing a full auto. Of course, I've got the invite.
Fuck yeah.
Well, the full auto maybe, but the 3-round burst definitely.
Yeah. We may even kick Rick out just to make room for you. Anyway, Rick, is your sits covered? I don't know if you was listening. You know, I hope not. Anyway.
Let me turn my earphones on. Okay, yeah, my earphones are on now. No, I think I was more pissed about missing out on all the guys I didn't get to meet face to face. So that definitely sucked. But hopefully they'll be back for spring. And I'm glad you guys made it home safe. And I know a lot of you guys drove a long ways, so glad that worked out. But other than that, you know, it's just I haven't been doing many videos lately. Kind of burnt out or whatever. So, but I appreciate it. Thanks again. That's it.
All right, blue dropped out already. Had to go. Anyway, Rich, 4150, resist, brother.
Yeah, resist. So yeah, I got a whole lot of footage. I didn't realize I had as much. I hooked my camera up and there's a ton of stuff. So I'll have enough to make a bunch of stupid videos for a little while, and hopefully I won't burn everybody out on the Farmageddon. I'll try to put some kind of something on it. So yeah, thanks everybody, and resist.
Absolutely, yeah. Hey, I'm the same way. I got more footage than I'll probably use. The Crazy Scotsman, would you like to do an outro, and we'll wrap this shit up?
All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. It was an absolute pleasure to meet you, to shake your hand. Rich, pleasure, shake your hand. Rick, you're a fucking bitch for not showing up. Anyway, I hope to see you next time, you fucking asshole.
You better be there.
Oh, I'll be there.
I'm gonna kick you straight in the nuts.
Can you reach that high?
No, but it sounded good.
It was an absolute fantastic weekend. I have tons of footage. I have probably at least half a dozen or plus videos that would be private videos that will only go out to the main crowd for safety concerns and everything else. But yeah, I got lots of footage and lots of good stuff coming, and lots of stupid videos. And resist, people, resist.
All right, and with that, we'll wrap it up. Hopefully, we didn't bore everybody with our little weekend talk about the little shooting event we had. Well, I would say little; it was a big event, actually, much bigger than probably we even realize. But anyway, thanks for coming by. We'll see you Tuesday night, and thanks everybody. Later.
Night,
Night, everyone.